Hi all, Creations by Courtney here. We are going to make the honeycomb stitch. And then I hope you'll stay tuned for the next video in which we will make the Tunisian smock stitch. These two are quite popular and they create amazing texture. We're going to start out by making any chain number that is a multiple of 2 plus 2. So I have 12, and let's do 13, 14. I'm using a 6.5 millimeter or size K. This is from a Lantern Moon set. I just love the ebony wood. But the first part, we're going to make a row of Tunisian simple stitch. I'm going to skip the first one. Now you can work into your chains this way. I personally prefer to work into the back bump. And if you notice that your chain tightens, just redo it like so. Adjust so it's the similar size as the others. And then pull up a loop in each chain to make your forward pass for your Tunisian simple stitch. For the return pass, you will chain 1 and then yarn over, pull through 2. So we'll skip ahead. Honeycomb stitch is made by alternating a Tunisian purl and a Tunisian simple stitch, which is why you want a multiple of 2. We're going to skip the first vertical bar, and now we're going to make a Tunisian purl. So typically we have our yarn at the back and we're working along the front. And Tunisian purl means you bring your yarn to the front, insert your hook under the front vertical bar, next vertical bar, right to left. If you're right-handed, if you're left, you go the other way. You're going to yarn over, which makes this loop here. So this is the purl, similar to knitting, is that it creates a bump along the front. Yarn over and pull through the loop. And there you have it. That's the Tunisian purl. Now, Tunisian simple stitch. Go under the next vertical bar, yarn over, pull up a loop. Tunisian purl. And so you bring to the front, go under the next vertical bar, yarn over, pull through 1. Tunisian simple stitch. Tunisian purl. And you'll develop a rhythm where it looks like you're doing like the yarn over in reverse, or some people call this a yarn under. But really it just keeps it in front of the work so that you can make your purl. When we get to the end, you will work an end stitch, meaning you work under these 2 loops, because if you catch just one, the end will pull. And now your return pass, chain 1 and then yarn over, pull through 2. And that is our first row. So we will do another row, and this time we're going to alternate. Since we started with a purl, we will start with a Tunisian simple stitch, and then purl, Tunisian purl, and then Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian purl, Tunisian simple stitch. And always make an end stitch by working under both loops. And then your return pass, chain 1 and then yarn over, pull through 2. There we have it. We have 2. And so it's a bit harder to see the pattern, But you can start seeing the start of the honeycomb. So this is from the very first row of Tunisian simple stitch. And then this, you kind of have the sides here starting to form that honeycomb pattern. So along here, how it kind of leans in. Let's do another round. Excuse me, another row. We'll do a few more rows together. And remember, you're going to alternate each row. It's a 2-row repeat. Tunisian purl, Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian purl, Tunisian simple stitch. Then the following row, it'll be Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian purl. So you're going to alternate. So on this row, we're back to starting with the purl, followed by the Tunisian simple stitch. Now, Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian purl, Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian purl. Repeat all the way to the end. And return pass. We've done several more rows. Is the pattern becoming clear? Just look at that lovely texture. It really does look like a honeycomb. This is one of my favorite Tunisian stitches. You can use it for so many things. And once you have made as many rows as you desire or as listed within the pattern, you can do a really easy bind off. Chain 1. This kind of counts with the space with this first vertical bar, and you can just slip stitch across. So you'll insert your hook under the next vertical bar, yarn over, pull through the vertical bar and the loop on the hook. So when we are binding off, you are not holding loops. It is much like a slip stitch within standard crochet, and not to be confused with the Tunisian slip stitch. And at the end, you want to make sure you do your end stitch in the same way. Go under both loops, pull through the loop on the hook, and now you can fasten off. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial for the Tunisian honeycomb. That's it for now. I hope you'll check out the next tutorial videos with me, Creations by Courtney. Keep stitching.